Hello, good morning students and friends. Again I am with you taking English grammar, one of the chapters known as reported speech. As I have already told you, it is segmented into two, direct and indirect. In my last classes with you, I had dealt with assertive sentences in the area of narration, or you can say it about that reported speech. Today I have taken the area that is thought to be second one. It is interrogative one. Let me clarify the thing. What is interrogative? I simply want to say it over that any of the question that ends, and in the end there is the note of interrogation, or you can say question mark, that is known as interrogative. For example, do you know me? This shows it over that it requires question mark. Have you come from a far off places? This also requires this sort of thing. The another question here is that this interrogative is also just divided into two sects. One is assertive one, like simple, do you know this? Have you got that? Had you left the place, etc., etc. Will you go to Patna, like that? But sometimes you find it over that interrogative sentence begins with that of not of interrogation. Suppose somebody goes to somebody's home, actually knocking at the door like this, and after that, who the person is asking from within, who is it? You are simply telling your name. Your name actually put in the place of who, or maybe whatsoever things are there, it is known as interrogative pronoun. These two areas I am likely to touch right now. You can say it over that video. And already I have told you, I am a senior citizen getting retirement, particularly from the capacity of principal in government secondary school, government of Arunachal Pradesh. Many a sort of things are there that I know, but one thing I am actually failing here with. What is it here? To make it to be sophisticated, to make it to be really supposed to be attractive by using the devices. But you must be knowing, operation technology takes time. I'm just here. Maybe I'm lagging behind, but I am assured in the time to come I will be forward. This is what my confidence tells. But overconfidence should not be there, you can see here. The another question here is that what is narration? Narration is nothing but the way of speaking. Some person speaks normally, some person speaks abnormally. Whatsoever devices you use, that makes no difference at all, you can say. But that is not our concern. Our concern here is to discuss interrogative sentences in the field of reported speech, so that you can be getting benefit out of this much of the teaching. Whatsoever thing it is you to make it to be criticized. It is you to give a comment in the negative form, in the positive form. That makes no difference at all. But I must want your feedback. I do see you. Thank you. Let us come. Here it is the date, that is written 7/6/23. Reported speech is there, no need to just make it to be clarified, as already I have clarified. After that, interrogative is there. And here you must have got inverted comma. In the assertive sentence, to make the inverted comma removed, you used particularly that. But here the thing will change. Thing will change in the sense, if you got the interrogative sentence with normalcy, you can say it about that, like some of the verb, do, have, has, like that. In that case, you can use if or whether. If you have got interrogative, no need to use this if or whether. You will have to put this note of interrogation in the place of inverted comma when you make it to be changed. This is the thing. Interrogative, already I told you. Pronoun can be who, why, or you can say where, when, etc., etc., like that. The another question here is that sample I have taken here. Sample, or you can say example. He said to me, do you know English? He said to me, do you know English? In that case, you can say about that this person is known as RB. RB is reporting verb. And this person is known as RS. RS is reported speech. Same rule actually applies here. If it is in past, you will have to make it to be into past, you can see here. Let us check, make a change. Earlier you used to write said, but here said will be just converted with that of ask. As past sentence is past one, you will have to make the ask to be asked. So here, what is it here? He asked. Asked. You remove this two. He asked me. Now the question here is that who is asking who? It is he is asking who? Me. So do you know? So when you can say it about that second person is there, this will be really supposed to be changed, you can see here. To remove this inverted comma, Either if is to be written or whether is to be written. Let me write here if. You can say, let me write if here. I'm writing here if. If is written, then for the u sake it is I to be just made. And it is past one, it is to be made past. So I, it is be to required. You can say here it is new. If I knew what English? English. In indirect speech, this note of interrogation is to be removed. Here you will have to put question mark. I think it must have been clarified. It is the first sentence done. Now let us come to second sentence. Second sentence simply tells, she said to a stranger. She said to a stranger, has he any ID proof? She said to a stranger, has he any ID proof? So you just write here, she asked, C-A-S-K-E-D, asked the stranger, S-T-R-A-N-G-E-R, stranger. Here too you can write if or whether, it is up to you. So let me write here whether, W-H-E-A-T-E-R, whether. Who she is asking? A stranger. A stranger is he. Is it not so here? So now you can say, sorry. Let me just write there over here. If whether he had any ID proof, P-R-O-O-F. Let me clarify one thing. Here it should have been written, have you any ID proof? Read not here. For slip of the thing, let me just actually beg your apology. That makes no difference at all. You have understood it here. You can see here. When you just put a question, you are likely to pose the question to the person who is actually belonging to second person, certainly you, or you can say somebody who's like that. After that, question number 3 is there. Kishore said to Kavita, did you play chess yesterday? Kishore is simply putting a question to the girl named Kavita. Has she really played? You can say it out the chess yesterday or not. So here, one thing you find in the earlier places, the question was actually belonging to present tense, but here it is past tense. Did is actually belonging to the section that is known as simple past. You can say here. Then now let us see the thing. You can write inquired of also in the place of asked. So Kishore, K-I-S-H-O-R, Kishore asked, A-S-K-E-D, asked Kavita, K-A-V-I-T-A. Here if further for removal of inverted comma, I am writing here if, and Kavita is girl, so this U will become C. If she knew, here it is simple past, it can be made past perfect also. If she had played, P-L-A-Y-E-D, played what? Chess, C-H-E-S-S. Yesterday is there, so it will become the day before yesterday. Not day before yesterday. You can write here, it is the previous day. The previous day, P-R-E-V-I-O-U-S-D-A-Y. Question mark is to remove, put there over here, those full stop. Last question here is, it is beginning with that of reported speech. Are you coming to my home this evening? Said Geeta to Gopal. So here it can be just made like that. You just bring said Geeta to Gopal. Geeta asked Gopal. Geeta asked, A-S-K-E-D, asked Gopal, G-O-P-A-L, Gopal, if he was going to her home, he was going to her home. It is this evening, according to this narration. This evening is to be changed into that evening. That evening. E-V-E-N-I-N-G, full stop is to be put. Thing is done. Let me just repeat it here. Interrogative reported speech is related to the sentences having question mark in the end. or not of interrogation is there. Second is thing is there. It begins with some of the verb like do, did, whatsoever things are, maybe has, have, it is just helping verb like that. You can see it. In that case, to remove this inverted clause, you can say it out then in the place of said, asked is to be written or inquired of is to be written. Besides that, in the place of removal of the inverted comma, here we are likely to put if or whether. It is up to you. Better you write if, because in writing if, less conservative, just a situation is there to commit mistake. But when you write whether maybe some sort of the region that you can write some other things like that. You will be confused. You can see here. After that, this you will have to remember certain thing. As I have already told you, inverted comma is what? Interrogative is there, reported speech is there, whether is there. Uh, Let me rectify one thing over here. Yeah, it is whether W-E. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.